Hello and welcome back. I am Donnie. Join with me with my.
Oh, what? Oh, what? I'm definitely going to say that was totally our first try. That was totally the first try that we had on that intro.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. No, I'm ready.
Cheers.
It's so awkward to drink like this now. I have to go under,
over,
all the way back.
all the way back. What's up, dude?
Just started school
Oh,
like-
yeah, I forgot you did that.
like a week ago now.
That wasn't our first take, by the way.
Yeah. Third time's a charm.
Yeah, always. Was it 3 times or was that?
No, it was 3
Oh, it was
times.
3 times, yeah. Sweet.
Uh,
Yeah, dude, you just started school.
yeah. Last week. Last week was like syllabus week.
Oh.
I always hated syllabus week, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to hold on to your fucking mic.
This is what I get for accidentally losing the other one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks,
fuck.
Donnie.
Why the fuck? Keep talking. Just hold on.
All right. So yeah, last week was syllabus week. I fucking hate syllabus week.
I hated syllabus week. I always hated that in high school too, where it's like
Actually,
you sit
I
down.
like syllabus week because I never got homework, which is great.
Yeah, but then you go through and it's like, okay, then in my class we're gonna talk about this. I expect
Oh,
homework to do
God.
this. It's like,
In high school, that sucked. In college, it's like one day and it's like,
you know,
all right, so this is what we're gonna talk about. Let's move on to actual coursework. I was like, okay.
and this is
That's fast.
your second time doing.
My second time back in college.
Well, back in college, but also too, like this is your second time. I'm trying to figure out a way to
Get the fucking words out, Donnie.
Well, not even
Jesus
just that, just
Christ.
to get comfortable. Like, this is all brand new, but this is your second time in college, isn't it?
Yeah,
Don't-
Donnie. I
listen,
think we established that, Donnie.
Don't ask. Don't make it sound like that's just a shit. I did college twice.
Yeah, I know. Like the first time I was in, I originally went in for kinesiology, a 4-year degree.
what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to be a chiropractor.
That is so different from what.
I know. It was like I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a chiropractor. 2 years in, I was like, fuck this. This
Don't
is
they go into
ass.
school for like 6 years?
You actually have to get your like
Fuck that, dude. Yeah, Eilish
think.
is my wife's aunt is a chiropractor. And
like.
she had to go to school in like Michigan, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Michigan? It was Michigan. No, that's not Montana.
It was like 2 years, and I was like, God, this is ass.
That sounds fucking awful. But
So then I took like a semester of just gen eds just to get those out of
Yeah.
the way. And then I got my associate in wildland fire management.
um,
Graduated. Yeah.
which is still funny to me that
Yeah,
You
I
did that.
graduated with the associates and now I'm back.
I
for
like how
my
you were doing a
bachelor's.
career, and then your ex made you quit that career, and now you're doing fuck all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you? I mean, I guess you only been in it for a week, but have you seen a difference between your first time going to college versus now?
Yes.
Even just within that week.
Yes.
I mean, I guess a week and a half.
like I just feel so out of place with most of the college students now. Because one of my professors, he talked about, he was like, yeah, so I know like most of you guys are coming out of high school from COVID. And I was like, I just sat there, I looked at him, I was like, fuck. I am not one of them.
Dude, as soon as you said that, I'm like, damn, dude, I graduated high school like 5 years ago. About 6.
Dude, it was 6 years ago. Close to 6 years ago
2019?
now. Yeah.
Fuck off.
I know. But like he did the like whole COVID high school where you didn't have any due dates. I was like, that was a thing?
Dude,
That was a thing in
Okay.
high school? What?
this brings up a really good point. I was thinking this the other day because I was watching some old podcast stuff just to kind of figure out how to reset up and do
Some
everything else.
inspiration.
Because apparently you can't have a podcast without it looking like another podcast. But let's be honest, we were kind of stealing that vibe a little bit by accident.
honestly, I've never seen their podcast, so
I
I
have.
wouldn't know.
You didn't know, I did.
No, I read the comments and I was like, who the fuck is that?
Well,
I just looked, I was like, who the fuck is that?
we'll talk about it later. But I was thinking this the other day because I was watching a podcast that came out like right before the pandemic hit, and it kind of went through it. Right,
I hate this new setup because it's so many extra steps to drink.
But I
Only reason I hate it. Continue.
But they were talking about COVID, and I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Like this is gonna sound really bad, but I kind of liked COVID. Damn.
You like the Kung Flu virus?
The Kung Flu virus. No, I really liked 2020 as a year. I thought it wasn't a bad summer. Sucked, but like once I kind of like got in a groove of it and kind of like figured shit out, it wasn't as bad as I honestly thought it was going to be.
I was in college.
Oh shit, you were in college?
It sucked.
Well, so I was too, but we got shut down.
Yeah. I can't remember if CMU got shut down, but
I really enjoyed.
it was my first semester at CMU was my fall semester in 2019.
Uh-huh.
And then 2020 happened. It was all fine until
Yeah.
like COVID outbreak. I was like, oh.
So I was in college spring of 2020, and then all of a sudden
okay.
from 2020, it was like May. I think everything kind of fell to shit. I think.
no, it was probably like,
No, it was April, wasn't it?
it might have been March.
I think it was March because I was in
it was
college.
March.
I had been in
was home
college for
a
about like a
while.
month and a half, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden it was like bam.
Yeah.
But so I was in college, and then all of a sudden I went from college to what do you call it? I went from college to just being stuck at home.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, dude. I would never really want to go back to that, especially like now that I have
It
responsibilities.
Sucked.
But honestly, there was a lot of times I was like, man, I kind of fuck with this.
See, I still had to do college online.
I see.
I had all my classes online. I was like,
they shut our
okay.
colleges down.
Oh.
Um,
All my professors like move their stuff online.
so that's
I
so
was
funny.
like,
It's so
alright.
funny because my college just decided like we're just not gonna do it.
Oh.
We were kind of done.
Well,
But I loved
it
it.
was so easy to cheat on a
Dude,
test.
I watched so much shit. I made like tank models, dude. Like for the most part, like that summer, I think that's all I fucking did. And watch like a shit ton of anime.
You want me to tell you what I did during that time?
Yeah.
I was at home for like 2 weeks doing school, and I was like, this sucks. So I went over to where I worked in high school, and I was like, hey, can I have a job? And they let me have a job.
Dude, fucking I'm trying to remember.
I was
because
like, I was so bored
Oh.
sitting at home, and I was like, I want a job.
I think they
I'm bored.
bumped up. I think they bumped up like finals. I
Oh.
think for us they bumped up finals because I remember it was like the outbreak was like April, I think,
Probably.
and then I think
really
I don't
remember.
fucking remember. Point
Who
is,
fucking knows?
who fucking cares? But
Nobody cares anymore.
what's like one thing you like the first time around when you were going to school with Corbin and all that? What was like one thing from that you like that like stands out, like defines that like stands out for that first college experience?
It wasn't as I expected.
Yeah.
Because I always thought college was going to be like high school. You sit in class like from 8 to like 3 or 4. And you just go from like one class to another. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to do that.
Right.
And then I learned, I was like, oh, I get to pick my schedule? Sweet.
There you fucking go.
So for my first semester, I didn't have class on Friday, which is awesome.
Hell yeah.
But that also meant like I had classes that started at 8 and ended at like 11, or classes that started at noon and ended at 4,
Yeah.
which kind of sucks. But I didn't have class on Friday, so that was kind of nice. But I spent a lot of time with Corbin and his roommate Jason, which it was actually a lot of fun. We we played a lot of Minecraft,
Fuck yeah, dude.
like on their dorm room floor.
Yeah.
Because I was in a different dorm room. So I met them, I became friends with them, and then like we would all get together and play Minecraft
What
together.
the fuck, dude?
It's the wife. Don't mind me asking what was the thing about it.
Oh, no, my wife just got home and she heard gunshots and now she's freaked out. I'm like, just go inside. She's like, well, I don't want to
Run.
I don't want to take the kid out if there's gunshots. I'm like, fucking run, dude.
Run.
Oh, dude. Okay, hold on. Wait, going back to the 2020 TikTok thing. Not 2020 TikTok, but
College, you mean?
well, college, but also 2020. Did you see? So we had that ban 2 weeks ago. Fuck that though. I hate it, dude. That week was.
yeah, that.
I've never been more stressed in my life. With
The
that
ban
week.
that lasted like less than 12
Fucking
hours.
12 hours. But like we almost like the last episode that people wanted to clown on. Blessed be the dogs. What do you call it? They I almost lost that episode because it was
Oh yeah, because CapCut
it was
also
on
banned.
CapCut, and CapCut for some fucking reason got banned.
Yeah.
And it was like, what the fuck? Oh, I think sorry. Intrusive thoughts. But so
You have a lot of them.
I do. So so coming back on TikTok, it was like everyone for some fucking reason, people were like reposting a bunch of shit from 2020.
My God.
I'm on a sugar crash. I don't want to take a bath. Come on, fucking bring it. So,
I'm on a sugar crash, I ain't got no fucking cash. Maybe I should take a bath. Come on, fucking bring it up.
fucking hate that one.
I fuck with that song.
Every
Cash, maybe I should take a bath.
Every time I heard it, I was like, God damn it.
Crash, I ain't got
Well, they showed like the platinum blonde chick with the braces.
Oh yeah, her.
She still fucking looks the same.
I know.
Like she posted,
Just like older, and then
she
that's it.
reposted something, and it was like just her, and it was like, why the fuck do you look the same?
I
Why does it look
fucking
like you just
hate
had
this
like a
setup,
little?
by the way, Donnie.
You love it. Shut up. Figure it out.
I love it, but like, fuck, it impedes my drinking.
That's the reason I was getting nostalgic because it's like I would see that. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
I was like, oh yeah, I remember that song.
It's just like, I don't know. 2020 had like a specific vibe to it besides the pandemic, and it was like cool.
Oh, dude. Also, the time that I was back home, I spent a lot of time with Isaac.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Isaac, by the way, our
Yeah.
buddy. He just got married.
Congrats, big guy.
Congrats.
Also, I'm very sorry for everything I said at your wedding. Because you're mine.
What the fuck did you say at Isaac's wedding?
So it was at the reception, and it was a dry
Christ.
reception. And his younger brothers were like, hey, you want a drink? I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, fuck yeah, I
It's
do.
a dry reception. Hey, do you want a drink?
Like, so we ran out to a bar, like, really close. It was the, like, hotel bar kind of thing.
It's the local gay bar.
Mainly because I only knew Isaac and his family. And actually, one of the guys that I used to coach when I was in high school in football,
Yeah.
he was in middle school, all grown up. He, his sister, his mom and dad were there. So I knew those two families. That was it. And I was like, I know no one. So his brother's like, hey, you want a drink? I was like, fuck yeah. So we ran out,
Fuck yeah, I
started
want a drink.
drinking. Like, I was drinking some whiskey, and then I'm just going to say Mr. Dags, because that's how I know him. He was like, oh, let's do shots. And I was like, okay. He goes, I want to feel like I'm 19 again. I was like, all right. He goes, let's do tequila shots. I was like, no, please no. Please no. And the guy poured. I was like, fuck.
Fucking A, dude.
So
You had fucking tequila shots at Isaac's wedding?
I wanted to puke so bad. I hate
What
tequila.
the fuck, dude?
Well, I had to mix whiskey and tequila.
In
my
what
belly.
the fuck?
Tasted horrible. By the time we got back, his youngest brother. Excuse me.
Jeez, we both had something.
No, his younger brother
Yeah.
had to like leave real fast so he could speak at the reception.
Right.
And then we took the shots and we started running. And his youngest brother was like, "Oh, it's my turn." So he hightailed it over there. He started speaking. We
Yeah.
showed up. We were like, "Hey," and like I kind of like, I was like, "Hey," I was like, "I'm feeling like pretty good now." And like the tequila started mix. I was like, "I do
Ooh,
not feel
fuck.
good." It's like I feel horrible.
Do you remember when I like...
And-
oh, sorry, go on.
His mom goes, "Do you want to say anything?" Points to me, and I look.
Fuck.
I looked, and I go. And she goes, "No, I'm looking at you." And I was like, "Shit." She goes, "You want to say something?" I was like, "I guess."
There were so many things I wanted to say at your wedding. Do you remember that I almost like I almost went to blows with your fucking DJ.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That DJ was fucking terrible. And then
Yeah.
he had for some reason, right? I think only one or two people had easy last names.
Oh my. Yeah.
But he got to like me and Corbin, and it
He's
was
like,
like
"Fuck."
Corbin Tomazesti. And he's like, and I said, motherfucker, if you say my name wrong, you will regret that shit. And he goes, Donnie
Donnie Gabarino.
Gabe. Did he say Gabarino? Because he either said Gabarino or Garbanino.
I think it was the second one.
I think it was Garbanino.
I just wanted to call you.
And I stood up. I
Gabarino.
swear to, I stood up and said, it's Garbarino, but that's okay. And he just goes, all right, then. I'm like,
Okay.
motherfucker, say my last name right. You had all this fucking time? Fuck you. So if I just says, hey, that wasn't the worst part about your wedding.
No.
The worst part was the wedding and the acts and who you got married to. But I did not. It was not planning on talking about this on the podcast.
No.
Yet, but like, by the end of that, dude, by the end of that night, I don't know about you, but I think the entirety of your groomsmen were blackout drunk.
You probably were.
I was pretty fucking drunk at your.
I know Corbin can hold his fucking liquor.
Well, dude, that's the thing though. Corbin was starting to feel it. Even he said, he was like, I felt a little iffy. He's gonna fucking say something if I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
I remember.
He'll
So
correct you.
we were not. It was me, Isaac, and Corbin. We weren't really happy about like who you were marrying.
I know.
We pulled Parker aside at his reception dinner. Was like, hey, you have time to back out of this. And here's the thing though, I
I had the look of I want to back out, but I couldn't.
But you're honorable enough to be like, no, I made a commitment. I should. So
Yeah.
I honor you in that. But at the same time, what could have been.
Did you see like the crushed soul behind my eyes?
You had tears in your eyes when we were fucking talking about it. And he's like, no, I have to do it. I was like, okay, man. So, we had like, we were in Burke's car in his truck, that black truck he had. Does he still have that truck?
Maybe.
Yeah. So we were in
I think
Burke's
so.
big black truck, and somehow we were smoking cigars that you gave us, and somehow he just
Yeah.
had like a thing of like Captain Morgan rum.
No,
the,
he brought that.
the big bottle. Yeah, he brought it. It was the big bottle.
Yeah.
We weren't planning on drinking it at the wedding, but
Fucking needed
that was
it.
literally the only way we could get through this. So I'm not even kidding. So we're like, no, we won't drink it. We'll be good. We get out of the car. No one took it out. We got out of the car, and the old guy who like owned the place just straight up goes, hey, there's no drinking at this venue. And if not, you'll have to pay a fine or some shit. We all kind of looked at each other and it was like, fuck you, old man. What the fuck?
Go fuck yourself.
So we said, okay. So when he looked away, we all took massive swigs. And I swear to God, dude, this thing was like, we just opened it that morning.
I know.
And it was like how long was your wedding?
Too long.
Let's
It was,
put it
it
this
was a
way.
wedding too long.
I think we got there at like 9 or 10 and we didn't leave till 9 or 10. So it was like
so
all day.
Fucking long.
So
dude.
it was me, Corbin, Isaac, his ex-wife's brother, and Burke just going back and forth to his car every hour on the hour, maybe sometimes twice in an hour.
See, the thing is, I couldn't drink until after the
Taking
ceremony.
Massive fucking swigs of this fucking rum, dude.
Mainly because she would smell it on my breath and be pissed. And I'm like, I can't drink until.
But the funny
it's
thing,
done.
the funny thing was, it was like I talked to Corbin about this long after, but we were kind of reminiscing on it. I think I was drunk like during the ceremony, because there were so
Really?
many times the pastor would say something. First of all, I think the biggest thing I was annoyed at the pastor was less about who he was and the fact that he rocked up to your wedding in fucking wrinkled ass slacks, and he was wearing
Dude, I don't even remember this part.
dude, oh my God, this shit pissed me off. 'Cause he's wearing wrinkled ass slacks or wrinkled ass shirt that didn't fit him, and then he's wearing like, I think fucking Yeezys or some shit, dude.
Probably.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? This is a wedding. and it's like everyone is dressed to the nines except for some reason all of us were wearing Hey Dudes, which is still the funniest fucking thing to me. And
That was her choice, not mine.
oh, dude, and I had tried to like
I was just
change
like,
her
yeah,
mind.
right.
I had tried to change her mind. She's like, she was set on it. We were like, what? I mean, I still wear them, but
No.
but so yeah, we're just going back and forth with this. And towards the end of the night, we had drinking enough to where like, you know what we should do? Because we would just disappear. People
Yeah,
were like,
I know.
Where the
I,
fuck are the
turn around
groomsmen?
and they're gone. I'm like,
We eventually got
The
him
fuck?
on it, but I remember
Finally.
was this when we came back on the dance floor shirtless?
shirtless.
Did you already know about this?
No.
No, you didn't. Okay,
I did
so
it
remember-
with you after, though.
So Parker, I kind of knew about the rum, but wasn't he was busy taking photos and whatever.
I knew the rum was there, and I was like, I want a fucking drink.
So
I
we
was like, I need a drink.
we had drunken.
Drink?
Thank you.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know. We had drank
I'm
enough.
the wrong person to
We
ask,
had
so.
drank enough to. I think it was my idea or it was Corbin's idea to like, you know what we should do, because we were wearing like it was a gray vest and pants and a ivory, fucking disgusting. I'll never wear
It
an
really
ivory
was.
shirt again. It looked like a shirt I'd pull out of my dad's closet.
It was terrible.
And they were rentals, so they did look like pretty bad.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I will say, if it was either you or Corbin, I'm going to lean and hedge my bet on Corbin.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's like, that sounds like something he would do.
But so we excuse me. We Corbin had I'm gonna say it's Corbin because it sounds like it was Corbin. Corbin's like, you know what we should do? We're like, what? I was like, we should take off our dress shirt and tie, and we should run back into the dance floor just with the vest.
Excuse me.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Damn. So
That was a
all-
burp trying to escape.
I'm sure I'll have photos of it and I'll block out people who need to be blocked out. But all of a sudden, you
I
just
have photos of that, too.
So all of a sudden, you just
Yeah.
see, like, out of nowhere, it was Corbin, me, Isaac.
Me and...
No. It was after. So it was Corbin, me, Isaac, Burke, and her brother. So all of a sudden, you just see, and he was along with it too. That was the best part.
Yeah, after, like, you guys showed back up, I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, you just see 5 groomsmen just run in, like, yeah, what's up? Just fucking shirtless with just the vest. And I remember I locked eyes with Parker, and he was just like, and we're like, Parker, but the best
I was
part
like,
was
yeah, all right.
is your ex-wife
Oh, did she get mad?
She stared fucking daggers at us. She never said anything to my
Sounds about
knowledge,
right.
but she stared fucking daggers at us. Dude, it was fucking hilarious. So then we were like, Parker, get shirtless. Parker, get shirtless. It was like,
It took you, like, 2 chances, and I was like, yeah, all right.
but then we started chanting, tits out for the boys, tits out for the boys.
You were?
Yeah, dude. I think maybe just I was, but I remembered like distinctly, tits out for the boys.
Dude,
Tits
I
out
don't even remember
So then
that.
all of a sudden Parker just goes, and he just rips off his
Yeah,
fucking.
right.
You ripped off your jacket, and you like. You ripped off the vest, and then you ripped off the shirt. We're like, yes, and he puts back on the vest, dude. There's photos I'm sure of like me dancing with Eilish just shirtless.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
Oh fuck, dude, that was probably the funniest thing I've ever been a part of. But the thing was, is we left, and I remember you and your wife left, or ex-wife. And I looked back on Eilish and I just said, "You're driving." Because I was so fun. And then it was funny because I'm like, oh, honey,
You're driving.
So Corbin taps me on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna finish that bottle." I was like, "Okay." I said, "Hey,
You
hey,
didn't
honey,
fucking invite me?
you had left.
Oh.
You had already left, dude."
Oh.
So
Sad day.
hold on.
It's all right. I had enough drinking and at our honeymoon.
We went to
So
Mexico.
much
Fuck yeah, dude. I bet. So then you so like, hey honey, I gotta go grab. I'm not even fucking kidding. I have to go grab my shirt and my wallet from Burke's car. She's like, okay. So she just hung out with Corbin's
right.
wife, Lindsay. And we like just kind of ran away like little school children. First off, my feet were fucking killing me because I've been wearing Hey Dudes all day
I
on
know.
gravel. That shit was
So are mine.
ugh. So then We get back, dude. I'm not even kidding. We're taking swigs of it, and we're this close. And Corbin goes, "I'll do it."
That sounds like Corbin.
He fucking downs this thing, dude.
Sounds about right. That sounds like Corbin.
And we just start cheering, and we hear, "Hey, what's going on over there?" And Corbin just fucking throws it. He throws He takes the bottle and just fucking chucks it in Burke's car. Mind you, though, the parking lot was significantly dark. It was just on some farm.
Oh, yeah.
Out in Palisade.
It was so dark.
Like, what? What's going on? And the guy's like, "Hey, what's going on?" We're like, "Nothing. We're just getting ready to go." He's like, "It was the same guy from earlier."
Oh, I don't even remember that guy.
Oh,
but
dude,
okay.
I remember him like fucking clear as day, little bitch. And
I
like, not
remember.
good. So we're walking back, and I can hear like, because Burke was, I think he was gonna take, her brother and, I think, no, okay, so Burke was gonna take back her brother Isaac, and
Yeah.
Corbin back to your place to grab their cars, and then I think I went with Eilish. So I'm leaving, and they're just watching me walk away, and I guess I'm like walking. I just hear Corbin go, "You okay?" And I was like, "I'm fine. I love you guys. We're good." So,
I need to see this at my next one. It's not going to be a dry reception, by the way.
Thank Christ, dude.
That was so horrible.
I don't remember most of your wedding, but the parts I remember is just the boys.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even remember most of my wedding.
For good fucking reason, dude.
I know.
I was going back to the college thing real quick. So you would you like just say like you defined that experience like with Minecraft? Like that was your big thing?
Like, it was Minecraft.
Because you went for how many years did you go to college before you left for Wildland Fire? 3 years. Okay. I went for like 2.5 months. Like a month and a half, really. I really need to get that other thing. This one sucks.
Yeah.
So,
You keep touching it all the time.
well, no, dude, because it's
Just
fucking,
like my... Oh, what?
I'm gonna get angry letters from my mom for that.
Have fun.
Anyways, so I went for like a month and a half, 2 months, right?
Yeah.
You know how I would define my college experience?
How?
Very poop filled. Oh my god. Very poop filled.
Did you have fucking food poisoning?
No,
What the
dude,
hell?
I don't know what it was. Okay, so when I started college, I had a lot of classes. I had one in the morning and then one in the afternoon, right?
That's ass.
But then I decided to give myself like a music. So I had 3 classes. I had 4, 3 and then 4. I had English 101, math, high school. I had to retake high school math again, which was really fucking dumb.
Oh, they're trying to make me do that, and I'm like, no.
They
I
were
did
like-
fucking
they were like, to
calculus
do-
in high school.
Because I didn't. The problem was I would have passed math 3, but my teacher failed me, and I was like, bro. So I had to retake it again, and the teacher for that class didn't give a fuck at all. So I mean, I think I cheated more than anything else.
Yeah.
So I distinctly remember having to go do this, and the teacher was like Mexican, and she was like the nursing teacher, and
The
she
fuck?
yeah, and she just
Jesus
did
Christ.
not speak good English.
Oh, hello. My name is...
Honey, we're gonna do 5 + 5 equals what? Equals oh shit.
Yeah, that isn't as sturdy.
But she was nice and all, but I was like, oh, okay. So I remember like I had just gotten comfortable pooping on campus.
Took you that long?
Well, it's okay. So sorry. So I had math, English, and then I had a
Jesus
music
Christ,
theory
Donnie.
class, and then I had a percussion class in the
It
morning.
took me like one day.
So it's
to
like
feel
I
comfortable
was
shitting.
kind of stuck at the college for like 6-7 hours sometimes, and just with nothing to do.
Yeah.
So either I would just go have lunch with friends,
Reasonable.
or I'd go poop, or I'd sit in the quad and just like read a book or some shit, right? So
Reasonable.
I remember in math class, I don't know what the fuck I had. I think it was Taco Tuesday or some shit. and our food wasn't bad, but something was in it was like, oh god. So I said I need to be excused, and I went, dude. I was stuck in the bathroom for like 25 minutes, and the class was like an hour long.
Yeah, that's about right.
25 to 30 minutes, just straight dumping, dude. Like it was so bad. And I came back, and she's like, "Oh, we were about to send a search party." I'm like, "You wouldn't have found me," because they wouldn't have. Like honestly,
No.
like jokingly aside, like where it was like you left because it was like at the top floor of like this building. You had to go over and into the building because this one was like the door was facing outside. This one you went inside the building. It was just a row of classrooms, and it was the it's like the fashion department or something.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's weird. It was just like it was like a bunch of spare classrooms, and then you had and then you just had like the it was like the artistic wing. But for some reason, they just had spare classrooms to do math in. So I had to go down this long hallway to find the bathroom. So I went to no, sorry. There was one right outside the door, but it was closed for maintenance.
Get
so I
your
had,
fucking thoughts together,
It's been
Donnie.
fucking 5
Jesus
years. Fuck
Christ.
off. So, shit. So, hold on. God.
I will say that my first semester was not just Minecraft. That was also
I'm realizing now why they added that tape.
yeah. Now you start to
Well,
understand why.
It's okay. Anyways, so I had to go to the other bathroom, and it was like down. I was a fucking running dude because it was coming. And I was stuck in there for like 25, 30. Granted, I fucked around on my phone because I didn't want to go back to class.
I feel that.
But she was like, "You were about to send our search party." I'm like, "You would not have found me. You would not have found me." But so the other time, pooping just all the time, pooping. But there was one time, I don't know why, dude. It's just like had nothing better to do, and everyone's in class. So I'm gonna go poop. I would take advantage. So I remember like I was waiting for this guy to get out of the bathroom, and he finally did. And I went over there to use the restroom. I'm gonna fucking throw this mic. Do you just see it fucking slowly going down?
Uh-huh.
Fucking A. So I finally get into the pooper, right? I just fucking sat down, and I just hear. I'm like, yeah. He's like, dude, are you almost? I'm like, I just sat down. I barely just started pushing, bro. He's like, fuck. Shit, all right. So he leaves. I know he left, and I was just quiet in there. Did my thing, got up, left, and I walk out, and this fucking stench
You're like, ooh.
just like forked me in the nose. I was like, what the fuck is that? I look over, and there's just a turd in the fucking urinal. I was like, what the fuck? Because I had like after I said fuck, I had heard grunting. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna bust in here and like get me. Like, what the fuck? So I but he took a fucking dump in the I don't know if he wiped his booty cheeks or not, dude. Like,
Probably not, dude.
I was like, what the fuck? And so like and that was in the music wing. So I remember like there was a big thing, like there was a poster like do not, and they literally said
Do not poop in the urinal.
it was from Fullerton Junior College music staff in bold fucking black letters, underlined, italic, and everything. Do not poop in the urinals. Dude, it became legend in my school. It was
Oh, I
fucking
bet.
nuts. But you wouldn't define pooping as your college
No.
experience?
It was a mix of like Minecraft, and that was also the time when I started like trying out whiskey.
Hell yeah.
But I try to go to like parties. Your mic is falling. I tried out like house parties because I've never been to one in high school.
Uh-huh.
So I tried one out. Corbin was on the football team for CMU, so he, had access.
Keep talking. I'm going to fix my mic.
All right. And he was like, "You want to try it?" I was like, "Sure." I'm down to like try it, see if it, it's for me. I walk in and they see Corbin and they're like, "Oh, sweet. Hey, Corbin." And I walk up behind him and they're like, "Hey, who are you?" And Corbin goes, "Oh, no, that's my friend. He's cool." And they're like, "Oh, okay, cool." Well, let me in. I was like, "Sweet." Had a couple beers and I'm just kind of looking around. I was like, "Man, this kind of blows." I literally tried it for like a half
Really?
hour. Yeah.
Oh, what?
I tried it and I was like, this kind of sucks. So I found Corbin. I was like, "Hey, I'm out." And he goes, "Not for you." I was like, "No." He goes, "That's fair." And I walk out, and the two guys who were standing at the door,
Whiskey or the party?
the party.
Oh.
I like whiskey now. What the hell?
I didn't say anything. I just said, oh.
But the two guys at the door, they're like, "Oh, not for you." I was like, "Nah." They're like, "Oh, okay."
Pussy.
They're like, "Oh, that's cool." They're like, you ever want to come back, just let us know. And I was like, "All right, cool."
Yeah.
Because I didn't, cause trouble or anything.
No.
I was just like, I was there. And I was like, nah, not for me.
I'm
so
good.
then I'd hang out. We'd play Minecraft or if Corbin and I saw like drunk chicks, we were just like,
Sup, girls?
all right, let's get them back to their dorm. So like we would like, hey, do you know what dorm you're staying in? They're like,
Did you guys have the drunk rides on campus?
yeah,
Like we were a junior college and we had like
yeah,
3 fraternities, but we had like if someone got drunk at a party, they had like that med ride type
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
we had that, but like we saw a lot of drunk chicks just kind of walking around. We were like,
Yeah.
fuck. So like we'd go, do you know what dorm room you're staying in? Sometimes they'd say yes. We're like, thank God.
Christ.
So we walk them over there. They're like, do you have your MAV card to get access? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, because everything over there is just key carded, right?
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
on your MAV card. And we'd get them to their room. They'd walk in. We're like, great. But other times we're like, do you know what dorm room you're in? They're like, no. And we're like, fuck. Do you have roommates? They're like, yeah. I was like, great. Do you have their phone number? Yes. Can we call them? We call them. We're like, hey, I know this sounds really bad, but we found her.
Yo,
just,
come get your bitch. She fucking drunk.
like basically.
She tried touching my penis.
Basically, all we would say was like, hey, your roommate doesn't know where she
Yeah.
doesn't know where she lives. We're trying to bring her to you. What is your dorm room and what is your dorm number? And they're like,
Right.
oh, thank you so much. Da da da. Dorm room or dorm hall is this. Dorm number or room number is that. And I was like, great.
Cool.
So we'd go over there, get her MAV card, and swipe her in and go. Bring her in. And she's like, oh, thank you guys so much. I'm like, fuck me. I was so tired of
Which
doing
is so
that
funny
shit.
to me that you guys did that. Like, not like you say you do anything else, but like it's just.
Yeah, we're just like, we don't want them to be like taken or injured.
No.
So we're like, let's just get them safe. Let's just make sure they're okay.
But I can understand being tired about that shit.
It's like, fuck.
I never was invited to any college parties because it wasn't there long enough to like know anyone that well.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't either. Just not. It's just not me.
We had a serial
party.
pooper on our college. Going
Yeah.
back to poop. We had no,
Dude.
Yeah, we had a serial. So I don't know if dude, it might have been. I might have come face to face with the pooper.
You probably did. But we had I think it was an outbreak of chlamydia in one of the dorms.
Oh my! I heard about that. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
I remember it was like, oh, there's an outbreak of chlamydia in this dorm. I was like, thank God I don't live there.
Your ex.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna get fucking hate comments about that. Damn it!
You are.
I don't fucking care about you, by the way. Anyways,
I don't care.
so, you know what I? So you know the one. You know what I did? The one and only among the many things I did on my one and only visit to CMU by myself.
What?
I took a poop in the bathroom.
There you go.
Did it. And I sat there, dude. And I was like,
It's not bad.
just like old times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their calf food is dog shit.
I didn't get to. I had just eaten, but I wanted to try it. But I wasn't
It's
able
dog
to.
shit. You're not missing.
The Chick-fil-A was good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only time the calf food is good is when people are touring the campus.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I would get a text from the group chat that I was in with all the guys that I play Minecraft with. They're like, people are touring the campus. Go to the calf. No.
So it's funny you say that because my sister just experienced that. Well, not experienced. Jess experienced it, but she started at CMU in the fall.
Oh,
And she's like, "Wow, the food is really good. I'm really excited about that." And then like the next week,
Just
she's
wait.
like, "Food is not good, actually."
yeah, just wait.
So
It only gets worse.
good thing there's like a bunch of restaurants around town and stuff like around the college because if not,
Tell her to go to the library.
that's what she's found out for sure.
Yeah, library. The like little Mexican place. They make fucking great chicken quesadillas.
Dude, what's up with that? Must be just like a universal thing because any
I don't know,
any
man.
colleges I've ever visited or been to, the Mexican food is always the best.
It is. I don't know why, but it's fucking delicious. that was what I used my fucking like
Fuck yeah.
Mav money for, or like my meal swipes for, because we had like a a certain amount of swipes for
Yeah.
the calf and all that. But I was like, fuck, I really don't want to eat the calf. And then we had extra like Mav money to like buy
Yeah.
stuff at the bookstore, like Chick-fil-A
I
or
fucking love
other
that
stuff.
big bookstore, by the way, dude.
But like also when you go into like the Maverick Center,
Uh-huh.
like there's a little place that serves chicken tenders. We'd also get that.
Yeah.
It was like the chicken tender place and the library. That was like major.
I just completely lost my train of thought.
I could tell.
But returning back to the beginning, this is your second time going to CMU.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
noticed it? So you said you've noticed some like things that are similar. And I'm
Like-
sure it's like deja vu, but what are
Deja vu.
some things that you've noticed that are like that are different now? But I mean, besides the gigantic age gap between you and some of the freshmen.
It's gigantic for me, but it's actually not that bad. Like, there you go. I'm
I'm
already
actually
done.
finished a drink for once.
I'm already done. So
We know why, because it's in front of me and I can see it.
yeah.
Anyways, go on.
I
Because
mean,
we had
it's, like,
we had to switch the
gigantic.
setup because
Yeah.
someone had a fucking problem with the old boy. Whatever. Sorry, go on.
People had hissy fits. And I'm like, oh, fuck
Our
off.
bad for
Having inspiration.
having a camera and a mic.
No, like, it's a big age gap for me, but
Yeah.
I'm still young, so. But professors are a lot more like forgiving during like the first week, like the first week or two,
Yeah.
which I'm like, oh, that's kind of nice.
Have you ran into any of your old professors?
No, not yet.
No.
But also it's the same thing of, I really don't want to take attendance, and I was like, thank God. I've had professors who are like, I take attendance, and I'm like, God.
I
damn it.
fucking hate those guys. I don't know what it is, dude. The fucking hard-ons that professors have about just being assholes sometimes. It's
I
like
take attendance. I'm like, fuck you, dude.
fucking stupid.
But most of the professors I have now, they're like, hey, if you need to miss class, email me. If it's an emergency, it's just email me, give me like a doctor's note if
Yeah.
it was like accident, and then it's like,
I think
or it's a planned event. Let me know like 2
Yeah.
weeks ahead of time, and I'll work with you. I was like, great.
some colleges have been changing those rules because it was just. Granted, there's always gonna be those slackers, but I think that
Oh, yeah.
I think that has been something recently where a lot of like college students are like, I can't be in class today. I had my grandparent just died, or I have something
Yeah.
coming up, and then I've seen professors go off on students where I'm like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
they're a lot more like, okay, no worries.
Real shitty about it.
It's like,
fucking
here are my
wild.
lectures for
Yeah.
like the week. Just take your time. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh. So that's actually been kind of nice. Like,
Yeah,
oh.
I oh, it scared me.
Oh,
I can understand
that
why. Speaking of age gap, when I went back to Cosmo School,
yeah.
I was like, I had just turned. I was 21 and 22, because I was there for 15 months, between July of 22 and September 23.
Mhm.
But it was funny because I was going, and a majority of them were a lot of these young girls who either were still in high school,
Oh yeah.
they were
yeah.
taking like the half high school, half college classes, or they were girls who had just graduated college. And I have never met more annoying fucking people in my entire life. I've said this
Yeah.
before. Most of these girls were liberal, and it was just like, oh God, I get it. Yep, the patriarchy. Fuck them. I get it. Shut the fuck up. But I remember like I was the old man on campus, and everyone called me that because I was like, oh fuck, dude.
It's like, fuck off.
I was 21. I was like, Jesus, shut
yeah.
up. But I'm sure you have it on a bigger scale. I was stuck in a classroom with women and like one gay dude for 15 months.
That sucks. No, I'm in like 4 different classrooms, and it's not that bad. I mean, I do have like the freshmen, which I'm like, they're
Just
cool.
wait till they start talking and they're the annoyingest. What I've noticed is anyone who's
The way
not,
people dress pisses me off. I'm like, why?
Bro,
It's like, pull up your fucking pants, wear a belt, please.
dude.
I don't want to see your ass crack.
Dude, you've just, oh my God, I fucking hate the way people, because I feel like when we were in high school, granted we went to California high school, so it's much different. But
Well, I had a uniform, so
you had a uniform. I
couldn't
didn't.
differ. I
But-
couldn't change that.
But like no one really dress. Like, people still wear sweats and stuff, but no one dressed slutty. And it's like Jesus.
Yeah.
Like Mar. I don't know. My Cosmo school had this big thing where they said, "Hey, you have to dress professionally."
Fair.
Hey, what does that mean?
That's reasonable.
You can't wear leggings.
Fair.
No, we could wear leggings. I don't remember. I think when it wasn't, you couldn't wear leggings. You couldn't wear shorts past a certain distance, and you couldn't wear sandals. And you couldn't wear any shirts that were crop tops, and no shirts that like showed tits.
Reasonable.
Dude, people had a fucking huge like issue with that.
That's reasonable.
I remember one time some chick was like complaining. I'm like, first off, you don't have an ass, so you don't get to complain. Second of all, they're just trying to protect you from the old men who like to stare. Like,
Yeah.
This is, and when you're in your own business, this is it. But like at the same time, you want to dress professionally. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I have a lot of clients, but I made a lot of clients from school that still follow me. A year and a half later, and it's just like, I didn't get that from my tits just hanging out, you know.
Yeah.
But the fucking uproar that it caused, dude. I also took a lot of poops at that college as well. So
Like, it's for a lot of the guys that I see. 'Cause,
really, what do you see?
like sagging pants to where like they have to pull them up. I'm
Well,
like,
and what makes
wear
me
a
laugh
fucking
is that
belt, please.
why do they all look the same? Why do they always have?
I
It's
don't
like
know. And they're like
longer s-
beanie, but that's
Ugh.
like rolled all the way up to like here. I'm like, why the fuck
and
are
it's,
you wearing a
it's not,
beanie?
and it's not actually a skull cap, but it's
Yeah.
like they do it. I fucking hate
And
that
then
shit.
like the pants that are like way too big, looks like you're fucking swimming in them.
yeah,
I'm like, dude,
I hate. I
look,
hate the
I get it.
haircuts.
That's like the fashion thing, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I couldn't give two shits about that.
I hate the fucking haircuts, dude. Like
Mullets?
No, I don't care about mullets, but like everyone has basically they have an ice cream haircut, the blowout taper,
Yeah.
where it's like tapered on the sides, but the top is still long. And these kids like refuse to brush their hair, so they come into
Oh,
the
that's
shop
annoying.
sometimes and I have to brush out these knots. I'm like, fuck me, dude. Just
Brush your hair.
brush your fucking hair, dude.
When
Holy
I have long
shit.
hair, I brush my hair.
Ridiculous, but
No.
yeah, I hate that shit. And also too, why is it always the white guys? Like, we don't have a lot of
Oh
black
my
people.
god.
There's not a lot of minorities in this valley, but it's like all the white guys who are like, no, I'm secretly white. Or I'm secretly black. I'm like, no, you're not.
No. I can use you as a flashlight at night. Please, for the love of God.
My
change.
brain interpreted that as flashlight, but all right.
Get your mind out of the fucking gutter, Donnie.
Anyways, oh, so what are you going to college for? Did I already ask you this on the podcast?
Maybe. I don't remember.
I said it
Business.
again. Business. Yeah.
Going to business.
What do you
for business.
What are you hoping to get from it?
Ultimately, I like to run my own business someday,
Hell yeah.
but right now it's like learning the basics,
Yeah.
financial accounting, which for some people that sounds very, very boring. I thought the same, but I found
dude,
it's very interesting.
I always thought like economics and stuff was really interesting.
Oh yeah, I'm taking economics.
Oh yeah.
Like the very basics of like how to run a business right now.
Yeah.
It'll progress, but like ultimately how to run a business. I'll probably take some like entrepreneurship classes.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah. Sweet.
it's kind of what I'm hoping to get out of it, and I get to see more white kids who are trying to look cool.
Maybe you'll find someone who's our age who. I'm not. Never mind. I won't go there.
Doubt it.
I won't bring up. Your dating life. That's fucked up. In the arms of the angels.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Probably not.
how do you like the new setup, Parker?
I actually like it.
It's
It bugs me about like how you have to drink.
it's
like,
we have to iron out some kinks for sure.
We'll get there.
Especially on my end. This is shit no one cares about. But
No.
we got these nifty. If you can hear that, but we're podcasters now. Anyways, we're podcasters
That.
now for sure. Officially, we got boom arms and everything. But somehow I think I left this one at my house.
This
So it
thingy?
came with different mic stands than our mics. Not mic stands, but like the mic holder clutch thing that
This
Our-
thingy.
yeah, this thing right here that our mics came with. And
Stop looking at me, Donnie.
so he I guess I only had one. I'm sure I left it at my house or something when I opened the
Probably.
boxes. But so this one's all like fucking. You see this for the podcast. I'm fucking fixing it, but
Or your daughter probably grabbed it and hucked it across the room.
probably. But I like it. We got to iron out some kinks, figure
Yeah.
some shit out.
We'll get there.
It was fun. I do want to talk about this because it's just funny to me that we had just finished the last episode of the last batch of recordings, and it's like, I kind of want to.
Yeah.
I kind of want to. Maybe this is something we can talk about as well, but I kind of want to revamp the setup because your couch is really comfortable
It is.
and it really, really sucks you in.
Trust me, I know. I can't do homework on that couch.
Well, we would have these really energetic, funny podcast episodes and go to film another one. I'm like,
Like, I don't want
well, like for example, shut up. Now I'm yawning.
I was faking it, you dumbass.
Fuck. Well, for example, shut the fuck up. But it's like,
How the fuck is that funny?
you'll see it. I'm gonna clip this and send it to you.
I know you will.
It just talked about resetting it, and we had looked at, Parker has this bar type table. We won't really want to like utilize it, and I wanted to set an area where it wasn't like you could get sucked in and get tired. Because I guess it'll come out maybe before this one, but
Maybe.
we did
Who
2
knows?
episodes the last time we filmed. One of them I forgot to plug in the microphones
Oh,
to
yeah.
the fucking
Yeah.
phone, and so
Oh, God, I
It-
remember that.
it just.
I looked over. I was
Well,
like,
and then you send it to
Tony,
me. And
did
then
you forget to plug it in?
Fuck, dude. I mean, I'll still keep that clip, but I went to go try and see if I could save the audio. You can't, dude. It sounds so bad.
oh.
So another lost episode. I was so pissed. But we did another one. We did plug it in. It was kind of a deep conversation. But
Oh, yeah.
by
one.
that second one, dude, I was falling asleep. Like because
Yeah.
not because it was serious, but because very low energy, very very serious conversation. But do you remember the part was like, I can't get over that. Like I just can't believe that she said that. It was partially
Yeah.
because I'm like, Donnie, you need to think fast, have a response other than I can't believe she said that. Hurry the fuck up. But I mean, like I'm getting tired. I'm tired, like sitting here.
Yeah.
Like I'm yawning and stuff. But I still feel like, cool, we're up, we're here.
We can do shit.
But then we had just had this conversation about wanting to switch things up, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
just bought these, right? You sent me a text yesterday. Said, dude, look at the last episode. Blessed be the dogs. Almost
Yeah.
500 views. Dude, that's fucking nuts. I mean, as the time of this recording, it's 465. But honestly, like, round it up. That's fucking nice. I mean,
I was like, what was I doing? I think I was just like sitting on the couch, either like doing homework or something. I don't even know. But I was like, I'm gonna look up and see how well the most recent episode's doing.
yeah. Ooh, fuck, we didn't plug in your phone.
No, we did.
No. Like, I mean, like charging wise.
Oh,
What was
it'll
your-
be fine.
It'll be fine. We're almost done with it.
Yeah. But I looked and I was like, oh shit! And I was like 450 views. I was like, oh shit! And then that was
wild.
immediately when I texted you. I was like, Donnie, look at the last
Well,
episode.
so then I'm at work and I didn't have anyone in my chair, so I went to look. I'm like, oh shit, dude, 450 views. That's fucking awesome. I don't know why specifically that episode.
Yeah.
I don't. Did we mention Matt and Shane's secret? Did we mention any other podcast that if someone had been listening to that, I don't think so.
I don't
because
think
usually
so.
that's how it works. Like if you mention another podcast,
It might have been the title, Blessed Be the Dogs.
it might have been "Blessed Be the Dogs." It's very.
Thanks for kicking me, by the way.
I didn't mean to kick you just now. It's very.
Dick.
That's tied into a lot of like
Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis stuff. But I
Yeah.
just thought it was funny. Just bless. The prophets have returned. Blessed be the dogs. I just thought that was fucking stupid. And then a reaction, the dogs.
The
I mean, I definitely think we've had interestinger episodes.
oh, 100%.
More interesting
The
episodes.
fucking comment.
So
Boys,
okay, so then
this is the most boring episode. Like, fair,
so-
reasonable.
So then I see, there's 5 comments. I open up, they're all hate comments.
Yeah. fucking
Four
laughed
four
my
out of the
ass
5
off.
comments were kind of mad that we sounded like
You're ripping up Shane.
Matt and Shane's secret podcast. And granted, like when we were trying to figure out how to make a podcast, and
We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're just doing
no
this.
idea what the fuck we're doing. I mean, we were trying to figure out how to do it, and I was like, you know what? some of the other podcasts I watch, we don't have a table like that. We don't have this. We don't have that. I mean, my idea was to do it, and we had just spent $200 on an audio mixer, 2 mics, and some other shit that we needed with it. And that was it. That's what we went with.
Like, oh, we can
and
do
it was
on
like
the
awesome
couch.
to do this simply.
Call it a day.
Sitting on the couch, the camera up, there you go. Apparently, though, that's ripping off, or one of the comments was, that's stealing Matt and Shane's whole vibe, her whole shit, huh? And granted, yeah, like I really liked the opening with the meme and word. There they do like they're opening a meme and then it goes the Wow Wow West. Like, yeah, that's funny. That's cool. That's their thing.
Oh,
You
okay.
say word a lot. Anytime I say like, hey, I got this covered, or hey, we're going to do this, or hey, we just word.
Word?
So it's like it went with us, and I'm like, I think it's funny. I think it's fine. But
ass. These chairs are not comfortable.
No, they're not. But it was just funny to see. But the one comment I will say that felt like,
Like actual
is the
feedback.
table moving?
It's not a sturdy table, so
I will
just be
take
careful.
my foot off of it.
Yeah.
I had like my whole foot on it. But the one comment that was like, I want to frame it and look back and
Like
hopefully
print it out.
yeah,
right here.
was I don't know where it is. It'd take me forever to find it, but it basically said,
Boys, this is the most.
"Hey
like,
fellas,
boring-
I gotta tell you, holy shit, this episode was boring. It's not
Yeah.
as easy as it looks, huh?" I'm like,
I
no,
was like, no,
it's not.
We're just making this up as we go.
Like,
man.
honestly,
I have
like-
no idea what we're doing.
I have never done something so difficult and so like hard. I have, but like I feel like as a hobby, like I've never done something where I'm like,
Yeah.
I went into it not knowing anything, and now that we're 2 months like out, it's like I kind of barely still kind of know what we're doing,
Yeah,
but I have a better idea. Like I can teach someone how to set up their own thing. Like in a very
Right.
basic setup, but. I'm really glad we got these mic arms, though. I think it's going to look a little bit more
it's
professional.
so much nicer that I don't have to like.
I don't have to fucking hold it. We have arms now. We're still kind of figuring out how to
It's like,
space
oh.
out and stuff.
I
But
have 2 arms for drinks.
it's double fisted.
Hell yeah, dude.
But for 2, being on this side of 2 months, what do you what is my question here?
I don't know, Donnie. What is your question? Get your fucking thoughts together.
fuck. What do you think of podcasting so far?
Honestly, I think it's really fun. If like,
Yeah.
it's just an opportunity just to hang out.
I think
It
so
really
too.
is.
I mean, honestly, like at the end of the day, like
This is like an excuse to just hang out.
we have 15 subscribers, which is fantastic to me.
Yeah,
We have 1,000 views in total, which is
True.
nuts to me.
that's actually
5
crazy.
people hate our videos and our whole
Sweet.
channel, which is fantastic.
Awesome, love it.
I'm here for it. But at the same time, dude, it's hard. It's like it's really it's really different than
Yeah,
anything I think I've ever done artistically, I guess, because I like to write. I wanted to be a comic book artist for a little bit, and that was a lot easier because it was
I
by
bet.
myself. And
yeah.
for a while, we're trying to make weekly episodes, and it's like this is a lot harder than just
Yeah.
not doing that. But
I do think like recording on like the days that you're off work way better than
1,000%.
random nights.
Well,
But
and
also,
this
don't
one-
get me wrong, I like the random nights.
Oh, 100%. It's just like we got to figure out a better schedule for that. It's just
Yeah.
hard right now because everything going on. But
yeah.
I mean, they always say don't. They always say don't address the hate comments. But it's so funny to me.
funny.
Like it made
I
me
don't really
laugh
care.
genuinely. And it's only just when we resolve to make it better. So I mean, granted, we already were thinking about it, but it was like, all right, awesome. How can we
like,
make this new
Thanks for the
setup
feedback.
the best?
Let's change it.
I really like this setup. Like I
Yeah,
kind of like
this is
that
nice.
bar setup. Watch now, someone's gonna accuse us of stealing either Bad Friends setup
Yeah.
or
Someone's
the cold
podcast.
one. Hi. So Parker's phone died right at the end there, and we tried filming something, but it was so low battery that it kept flipping and flopping.
It wouldn't record audio
No.
correctly.
But to end it out, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling me.
Please follow our socials. Instagram, it's _the boys pod, all underscores in between. put
Yeah,
links in the
he's
description,
in
whatever.
control of all that. He's in control of all that.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Tell us if you hate us. Again, we love it. We're fine with that. Tell us if you pooped or got drunk on campus. We'd
Tell
love
us
to
if
hear
you
that as
started
well.
drinking on campus.
Yeah, I'm down for either. But thanks again.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
ya.
Bye.
I'm on a sugar crash, I ain't gonna fucking catch. Maybe I should take a bath. Come on.